This is my recap and reaction to Southern Charm Season 9, Episode 1. The episode is called Vows, Vendettas, and Vibrators. In true Southern Charm form, the season opens with a bunch of mundane things that the cast is up to. Craig is renovating his house, Olivia is scooping poop, Austin is making an omelet, Patricia has a new butler, and Vanita's dressing her dog. So fun times right off the bat. Obviously, Craig has been swimming in pillow money. His house is a construction zone. He's building a pool, a hot tub, and there's loud construction, which is always annoying. He's trying to make it nice, probably to convince Paige to spend more time in Charleston, but as usual, she's pushing back on that. Paige is like, no hot tub. I'm susceptible to urinary tract infections. She also says that the furniture should be black and white, but Craig wants purple, and Paige says, hard no on that one. But, I mean, it's his pool, right? So I hope Craig gets purple. Craig is all in. He wants Paige to work from Charleston. 3 days away, he feels like it's just too much for him. And Paige just clearly is okay with time apart. I think she should be a bit more appreciative that Craig is really chasing her like that. That's just my opinion. Seems like she's so eager to get back to New York. Madison's new house looks amazing. Her son and her new husband are having this wholesome water fight while she has a cocktail. That's the dream. That's the life. Brett and Madison had a small wedding, so now they're having a party in Charleston for friends. Brett is a chief firefighter in California, so he travels a lot for work, so they're kind of having like a long distance marriage situation. Madison invited Austin to their wedding after party, which is kind of awkward, but kind of great. Austin said it's surreal because he thought he was going to marry Madison. Taylor and Olivia get together, they're rollerblading, they're both single, and this was their BFF era, clearly. She wanted to go full force with Shep, with a family, but Taylor says, like, he just will not change. Like, what can I do? Shep says that he was a mess after he and Taylor broke up. He wanted to clear his head, so he went on very expensive vacations to Australia and then South Africa, and now he's back, but admits that he was thinking about Taylor during the trip. Sometimes getting away will push your problems back, but it won't solve them. Everyone's getting ready for Madison's post-wedding party, which is probably going to be awkward and weird. There's a lot of exes now, like in the cast. Brett seems to be not intimidated at all by anything. He's just a very go-with-the-flow guy. He's finally on camera. But to me, Brett just seems like a regular guy, and he's just going along with whatever. A limo drops off the boys. Austin is just so awkward walking up to Madison and Brett with his scarf. He walks up awkwardly and makes a joke about his gift maybe ticking like a bomb and asks himself, like, what does this guy have that I don't have? You know, which all exes think about in this situation. Craig says, you know, it's a train wreck over there, and Shep kind of makes friends with Brett and says that he doesn't know how to say hello to Taylor. This is like a whole thing. Shep just does not know how to approach Taylor for some reason. You know, he's confused about how to say hello. He forgot how to or something. He also asks Olivia, like, how do I approach Taylor? And then, I mean, she's right behind him, so he's forced to say something. And Taylor is understandably very defensive. She's a woman scorned, and do not mess with a scorned woman, right? As the saying goes. He says something like, what's been going on? She's like, nothing. Just went to London and Paris. And then she says that she likes London better for some reason. Taylor says, I'm glad you're doing well. Cheers. And Taylor goes directly to Austin for comfort, like her ex's friend for comfort, which is slightly weird. And, you know, she just confides it in him that it was tense. Taylor is like, you cheated on me tenfold, and I know some of you know about it. Our whole relationship. She's on a tear about the cheating, And she attacks the Pillow King himself. She says Craig should have shared it with her, you know, what was going on, and that apparently she says he was smiling about it or laughing about it. Austen does seem slightly touchy with Taylor in this scene. The camera actually zooms in on him rubbing her arm. I'm sure, like, that's the main storyline, right? Like, we gotta lead into it. I love this pot stirring, you know, it's like Taylor probably had a bunch of cocktails before going to this party, and she's just ready to tear it up. Craig is trying to make friends for Paige, which I found funny. He's like planning a play date with Olivia at one point and just saying like, you know, yeah, she doesn't have many friends here. It's kind of funny. And Taylor just lets it loose on Craig. She says, from my perspective, the way you approached our breakup was just terrible. You laughed about Shep trying to cheat, and Austen was the only one that backed me up. And Craig understandably says, you know, you're mad at him, not me. And he said that basically when Shep almost cheated or whatever, he like threw Shep against the wall and prevented it from happening. And then he's so mad that Taylor is confronting him that he actually said, I should have let him do it. I mean, and then walks out dramatically. And Taylor says something at the very end that I need follow up on. People were not happy kind of that she said this, but something about, you know, I heard about your girl cheated on you. What? I mean, did you guys hear the same thing? Because what the heck was that? And then they just cut like nothing happened. And Craig says like, you're embarrassing yourself. But is there truth to that? Like, what is that rumor? We need to investigate. What is going on? Like, Paige, please enter the scene to defend yourself here. Alright guys, thanks for watching my recap and reaction to Southern Charm Season 9 Episode 1. Should be a good season, and stick around because I'm going to have recaps every week. Bye guys!